Hallo, guten Morgen. Ich heiße Sneha Mahajan. Ich bin eine Deutschlehrerin. I'm a German teacher, the second one. I think a lot of y'all are now from the L division as well. So today we have, for the first time with me, a combined lecture of the K and the L division. Remember that these lectures are always going to take place together at the same time in the same slot. The teachers would be the same. I will be taking the lectures on like today and tomorrow 11:35, 11:40, and Ashwami ma'am will be taking tomorrow's morning 8:55 and Saturday's 8:55. Any questions about that? Did you are you confused what's happening around? No. Um, are there people who are attending a German lecture for the very first time and have no idea what was done in the last couple of lectures, especially the L division people?
Yes,
Or have you attended one or two lectures and kind of know a little bit of basic? Can someone write something on the chat box in the chat box so that I'll know?
Ma'am attended 2 lectures.
Oh, so you have kind of a basic idea of what is happening around. Super, sehr gut. Dann
Yes.
we'll start with today's lecture, and I have something for y'all today. The first thing is, wir lernen heute die Zahlen. Yeah, we are going to learn numbers today. Die Zahlen, the word for numbers in German ist die Zahlen. Und hier sind die Zahlen. Es gibt hier ein YouTube-Link. Wir sehen dann dieses Video an.
Eins, eins, zwei, zwei, drei, drei, vier, vier, fünf, fünf, sechs, sechs, sieben, sieben, acht, acht, neun, neun, zehn, zehn, elf, elf, zwölf, zwölf, dreizehn, dreizehn, vierzehn, vierzehn, fünfzehn, fünfzehn, sechzehn, sechzehn, siebzehn, siebzehn, achtzehn, achtzehn, neunzehn, neunzehn, zwanzig, zwanzig,
Ja. Das waren Zahlen. Ja, those were numbers 0 bis 20. And now we will repeat all the numbers once again after me. 0,
Null.
Null.
Uh,
Null.
I think, sorry, I think it will be better if you say out the words to yourself in your mind. Otherwise, it's going to be pretty chaotic if everyone starts repeating after me. So keep it to yourself, but do repeat it after me. Okay? Null, eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, neun, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, these were the numbers 0 to 20. We will also do the 30, 40, 50 till 100. But once again, maybe from 0 to 20, 0 bis 20. 0, eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, neun, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alles klar?
Klar, ma'am.
Klar?
Klar.
Okay. Sehr gut, sehr gut. I want one or two people to repeat the number 0 to 20. Who would like to repeat them?
Ma'am,
Ma'am, may I?
Yeah, please.
0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Sehr gut. Super. Wunderbar. Sehr gut. Just that 5 is fünf. Fünf. Okay? Noch eine Person? One more person?
ma'am, may I?
Ja, please. Ja, bitte.
Null, eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, neun, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
Super. Wunderbar. Wunderbar. Sind die Zahlen klar?
Ja, klar.
Klar.
Oder nein? Ja, klar?
Klar.
Okay, super. Sehr gut. Wunderbar. Dann gehen wir weiter und wir lernen heute ein Grammatikthema. Ja? Wir lernen heute ein Grammatikthema und das Grammatikthema heißt Personalpronomen. Ja, das Grammatikthema heißt Personalpronomen. Hat Englisch auch Personalpronomen?
Yeah.
No, there is this grammar topic, personal pronouns, also in English. So let's learn the personal pronouns in German. Es gibt zwei Kategorien. Kategorie 1 ist Singular Personalpronomen und Kategorie 2 sind die Plural Personalpronomen. Singular Personalpronomen ich. Na, ich heiße Sneha, ich. Dann du. Wie heißt du? And the person says, ich heiße Jay, for example. Yeah. Do is when you are talking to someone informally, like in Hindi or Marathi, tu. But if you're talking to your boss or your teacher, at times an elderly person from your family or anyone or elderly, then you do not speak in the informal way, you speak in the formal way. And the formal word is done Z, which also means you in English, but the respect form. In Hindi, aap, or in Marathi, tumhi. Okay? So, ich, du. First person, second person. In third person, er, masculine, sie, feminine, es, neutrum. Pulling, he, striling, she, napusakaling, it. He is, she is, it is. Klar?
Yeah.
Alles klar.
Pronomen klar. Okay. Dann gehen wir zu Plural. Singular ich. Plural wir. Okay. Singular du, second person. Plural ihr. You all, you two, you 5 people, you 100 people. Here also we have two categories. One is informal. If you're talking to your friends, maybe 2, 3 friends, then you will say, sorry, in English, just you, it's the universal word. But there is an informal way if you're speaking with your friends. But if you're talking to elderly people or if you're talking to 2, 3 teachers of you all together, then you would use Z. And plural, er, sie, es, everyone together, sie, that is they. So I, you, again you, but formal, respect, he, she, it, we, you all, respect, they. Ist das klar?
Clan.
Yeah? Okay, I'll give you 1 minute to kind of just read all the things once again and wrap your heads around this grammar topic. So, sprechen Sie bitte nach. Yeah, that's exactly what we're going to do now. The sentence that I've written in the chat box, sprechen Sie bitte nach, which means repeat after me. This is a sentence that I will be using quite often, so you can write it down. Sprechen Sie bitte nach. As soon as I say that, it means that you have to repeat a certain word or a few sentences after me. Okay? Personal pronomen. Personal pronomen. Singular, singular. Ich, ich. Du, du. Sie, sie. Er, er. Sie, sie. Es, es. Wir, wir. Ihr, ihr. Sie, sie. Alles klar? Ihr. Even though there is a H, you do not really say ihr, you say hier. Ihr. Okay? Das sind die Personalpronomen. Ja? Und dann gehen wir weiter. Die Verbkonjugation. Ja? Verbkonjugation. Let's just say if we are saying a verb in ich form, I do something. He does something. We do something. So if you see, the verb conjugation or the verb form changes with every personal pronoun. For example, in Hindi, मैं करता हूँ, मैं करती हूँ. तुम करते हो, आप करते हो, and so on and so forth. In German also it is very similar. According to the personal pronoun, the verb conjugations change. And here we have the verb conjugation of one of the verbs kommen. Ich komme aus Indien, aus Mumbai. So there's always something about German verbs. Almost all German verbs end in en. So if you kind of minus the en, whatever remains in this context, ka, o, m, that is the base verb. That is the root form of the verb. So you need to take the root form of the verb, or in German it is called Verbstamm, which is here kommt, und dann kommt eine Endung. You have to write a certain ending, and these endings are different according to every personal pronoun. So ich komme, Endung e. Du kommst, ending st. Er, sie, es, all three have the same one. Kommt, Endung ist t. Wir kommen, Endung ist en. Ihr kommt, Endung ist t. Und wait a second, let that go, the slide thing, the bar. Sie kommen, Endung ist en. Ist das klar? Is it a little bit clear?
Yes, klar.
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 Okay. So
Can you give an example so that it can become more clear?
yes, I am going to give you more examples. Let's just read this verb conjugation. Ich komme, du kommst, er, sie, es kommt, wir kommen, ihr kommt, sie kommen. So one more example I can give you in Marathi also, for people who know a little bit of Marathi. Let's just say we take a verb to do in Marathi, which is karne. मी करतीये, तू करतोयस, तुम्ही करताय, आम्ही करतोय, ते करतायत. So मी करतीये, तू करतोयस, तो ती ते करताय, या तो करतोय, ती करतीये, आम्ही करतोय, तुम्ही सगळे करताय, ते करतायत. Yeah, it's just the way even in German that the verb and the verb forms are different as per every personal pronoun. But actually, it is not very difficult because you just need to have the verb stam, which is any verb minus the en. Whatever remains is the verb stam, the root of the verb, and then you just got to add these endings. And the way we did kommen, here we have the conjugation of wohnen. Sprechen Sie bitte nach. Ich wohne, du wohnst, er, sie, es wohnt, wir wohnen, ihr wohnt, sie wohnen. Klar?
Klar.
Ich,
Klar.
ja, ich wohne in Pune. Amitabh Bachchan, er wohnt in Mumbai. Oder Deepika Padukone, sie wohnt auch in Mumbai. Wir wohnen in Pune. I mean, not all of us, but most of us. Wir wohnen in Pune. Okay? Und who else? Sachin Tendulkar, Shah Rukh Khan, Abhishek Bachchan, Ranbir Kapoor, sie wohnen in Mumbai. Ist das klar?
Klar.
Okay.
Klar.
Und here are the endings. Ich, du, st, er, sie, es, t, wir, en, ihr, t, sie, en. Ist das klar? If yes, wenn ja, dann hier habe ich 4 Verben. Verb Nummer 1, lernen. Zum Beispiel, wir lernen Deutsch. What are we learning here? Deutsch. Lernen. Spielen. Tania Mirza spielt Tennis. Sachin Tendulkar spielt Cricket. Kochen. Sanjeev Kapoor kocht sehr gut. Or Ramsay Gordon kocht sehr gut. Heißen, ich heiße Sneha. The other teacher of German heißt Ashwani. Sind alle Verben klar?
Klar.
Klar.
Alle
Klar.
Verben klar. Okay, super. Dann habt ihr 5 Minuten Zeit. Ja, ihr habt 5 Minuten Zeit. Schreibt bitte die Verbkonjugation. Schreiben ist to write. Schreibt bitte die Verbkonjugation. First of all, note down these 4 verbs so that I can go back to this page and you can take help of these conjugations and similarly write the conjugations for these 4 verbs. Is that clear?
Klar.
Yeah, I'll play this slide for another 10 seconds so that you write the 4 verbs, and then I'll go back to the earlier slide and you can take help of those and do the next and write the conjugations. Just 1 minute. A student has written to me that she's trying to re-enter, but I don't think so that's the case. Yes. No request in here. Maybe she'll come back. Noch eine Minute, 1 more minute. Okay. So, das sind die Antworten. These are the answers. Okay? Sprechen wir die Konjugation nach. Ich lerne, du lernst, er, sie, es lernt, wir lernen, ihr lernt, sie lernen. Ich spiele, du spielst, er, sie, es spielt, wir spielen, ihr spielt, sie spielen. Ich koche, du kochst, er, sie, es kocht, wir kochen, ihr kocht, sie kochen. Ja? Und dann, ich heiße, du heißt, and if you see, there is no st the way it has been in all the other do forms, because sz is basically a double s. So when you write this beta sign, which in German is called the double s, you do not have to put one more s, because then it will be three s's together, and you do not need three s. And that's how the s additional one that we have to ideally write here doesn't come. And that is why with the verb heißen, du und er, sie, es formen sind gleich. They are same. Okay? Ich heiße, du heißt, er, sie, es heißt, wir heißen, ihr heißt, sie heißen. Ist das klar? Sind die Verbkonjugationen klar?
Klar.
Yeah. As usual, I will be sending you the whole thing in WhatsApp in the group, so you can easily go through it all once again. You can revise it for yourself at home. Okay. And the last thing for today is an exercise. Es gibt hier einige Sätze. There are a few sentences here, and in the sentences you will see you have to write a few personal pronomen. So in A, it has to be either ich or du. In B, it has to be either er or sie. In C, it has to be either wir or ihr. And D, then you have to write the verb in the right conjugation. Heißen, kommen, wohnen, lernen, spielen. I'll once again give you all 5 minutes to solve this. 5 Minuten bitte. Wenn ein Wort nicht klar ist, fragt mich bitte. Wenn ein Wort nicht klar ist, if a word is not clear, fragt mich bitte. Do ask me if a word is not clear. It's very easy to understand what verb comes or what personal pronoun comes. You just have to check the verb conjugation, and the verb conjugation already tells you if it is an if or do, if it is an er or sie, or if it is a wir. Do not hesitate to ask me if something is not clear, okay?
Ma'am,
Yes.
second question of D.
Mm.
Ma'am, Erica is to be considered third person, right?
Yes. Yes. Ja, okay. Dann jetzt projiziere ich die Antworten. Let me show you the answers. Even if some people are not done with it, it's fine. Ja, das sind die Antworten. Yeah, let me read all the sentences once. Guten Morgen, ich heiße Sabina. Und wie heißt du? Kommst du aus Indien, Madhuri? Ja, ich komme aus Indien. Hallo Tim, wo wohnst du? Ich wohne in Osaka. Does anyone want to read the next three B sentences? Or should I continue reading?
Selfish.
Ja, bitte.
Das ist Amitabh Bachchan. Er ist Schauspieler. Woher kommt Shakira? Sie kommt aus Kolumbien.
Kolumbien.
Was lernt Pia? Sie lernt Japanisch. Peter lernt auch Japanisch. Er kommt aus Deutschland.
Sehr gut. Say, anyone wants to read out say?
Ma'am,
Yeah.
may I?
Yes, the guy first.
Danish. Ja, eins, guten Abend, Paul und Paula. Was lernt ihr? Wir lernen Spanisch hier. Zwei, wir wohnen in Mumbai. Und wo
Sehr
wohnt
gut.
ihr?
Wunderbar. And D, first three sentences one person and last three sentences one person. Möchte jemand? Would someone like to?
Ma'am, may I?
Ja, bitte.
Wie heißen Sie? Ich heiße Angelina Jolie. Woher kommt Erika? Sie kommt aus Düsseldorf. Lernt er Danisch? Nein, er lernt Schwedisch.
Schwedisch, ja. Düsseldorf ist eine Stadt in Deutschland. Berlin, Frankfurt, Düsseldorf. Und Dänisch und Schwedisch sind die Sprachen. Danish is spoken in Denmark and Swedish is obviously spoken in Sweden. Okay, and the last three sentences? Möchte jemand? Would someone like to read out the last three sentences? Nobody?
Ma'am, may I?
Ja, bitte. The two words here are Köln und München. Both are cities in Germany. Okay?
Ich wohne in Köln. Und wo wohnst du? In München. Was spielt Roger Federer? Er spielt Tennis.
Ja.
Heißt ihr Laurel und Hardy? Nein, wir heißen Laurie und Harry.
Ja, sehr gut. Super, wunderbar. Sind alle Sätze und Antworten klar or are all the sentences clear?
Klar.
Ja, klar.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Klar.
Okay, super. So, Hausaufgabe ist, ihr schreibt Konjugationen von diesen Verben. Ja, das ist die Hausaufgabe. What is Hausaufgabe?
Homework.
Ja.
Homework.
Ja. So, I've written it in the chat box. Hausaufgabe schreibt die Konjugationen and then I've written four verbs. Singen, Arjit Singh singt sehr gut. Fragen, ich frage, I ask something. Suchen is to search for something, to look for something. And schreiben is to write something. Okay, we will start with the book tomorrow. So even if you don't have the books or you haven't yet purchased them, or if you have purchased them but they are yet to come, don't worry, I will be sending you the sheets online so that, and I'll always share my screen so that you will know what we are doing. Okay, So if you haven't bought the book yet, please make sure that you do buy the book as soon as possible so that you'll not miss out and you'll have the book with yourself. Secondly, if you haven't joined the WhatsApp group as yet, make sure that you do that as soon as possible. Um, as of now, I will be sharing all the material in all the three groups, the official groups of K and L, as well as our personal German group. Okay? Das ist alles für heute. Tschüss.
Tschüss.
Tschüss. Auf Wiedersehen, Ma'am.
Tschüss.
Auf Wiedersehen.